live. Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Blood and Beans. I got the microphone a little bit further away from me, trying to negate some of the issues I've been having with this damn cord. So if it microphone cuts out, which I'm sure it will, I do apologize in advance. I am joined by my lovely wife, Pockets Lockhart, this morning. Shiloh is still asleep. Good morning, Emily. How are we? Happy Sunday. Happy Blood and Beans. I have coffee. Good morning, dog lover. I have coffee. I haven't had a cup of coffee in like 2 weeks. And this wasn't like intentional. Like, I've wanted coffee. I'm not like quitting coffee. But now I have coffee. I have a cup of hot coffee and it's beautiful. Yum. Hello, Zeus. How are you? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody is doing well. Again, these streams, I don't really have any topics planned out. I don't even know if I have a whole lot to even talk about today, but so if there's like long pauses and silences and whatnot, that's why. 'Tis why. Good morning, Lilith. How are you? Happy Blood and Beans.
Good morning.
Happy Sunday. A woman walks out the shower, winks at her boyfriend, and says, "Honey, I shaved myself down there. Do you know what that means?" The boyfriend says, "Yeah, it means the drain is clogged again." Ha 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 ha. That's awesome.
That's funny.
That's great. So, yeah, I mean, later today, I don't know. I really would like to go back and play some BioShock. I'll probably end up playing some Galaga. I cannot beat Sombra's high score for the fucking life of it. I beat my own yesterday. Personal best. 136,550 points. Sombra's sitting at 173. Son of a bitch. Shaking my fist over here. It's almost 40,000 above what I got. Everybody could have a cookie if I had cookies. And good morning, Pimp Demon. How are you?
Good morning.
Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a good Friday the 13th. Like, I didn't even realize it was Friday the 13th. We got a couple of pizzas from the store and cooked them in the oven, and we went into the back, into the game room, and I set up, the Turtles arcade machine, and I set up Shredder's Revenge on the Switch, and I put on the old, 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I don't know if it was 91 or whatever. It was early. But yeah, so watched that. Then ate pizza and chips and chilled in the back and had a little Ninja Turtles party. And then we watched a Friday the 13th movie because I realized it was Friday the 13th. And Pockets always complains because we've seen all the Friday the 13th so many times. So I put on one that she hasn't seen all that often because
I hate them most.
is Jason Takes Manhattan. And we all sat in the back and watched Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's the worst one.
The remake wasn't terrible. It's out of all remakes made, I would take the Friday the 13th remake over Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, over the Fog remake, well over the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. And I would take it over any of the new Halloween movies. Yes, still, I will say it probably wasn't my favorite in the whole Friday the 13th series, but there were parts of it I really enjoyed. I like how they encapsulated the first 4 movies all in one movie. Because I was kind of wondering how you're going to remake a movie that really didn't get its stride until part 3. Are you remaking the first one? Are you remaking Friday the 13th Part 2, so you have Jason in it? Which one are you remaking? And they literally stuck the storylines from all 4 of the first movies together into one.
Which was a good idea.
I thought that was
like
really cool. They did like the flashbacks in black and white for like the original Friday the 13th.
Cool.
And then the intro, that long ass intro with sack mask Jason, that was all an homage to part 2. I fucking loved it. And then the title screen came on, and then you have the guy looking for his sister, which is very much a part 4 thing, because the dude in part 4 was looking for the dude that killed his sister. So that kind of made sense. And then you had the red barn, and that's where Jason finds his mask, and like that was an homage to part 3. And then like the kids partying in the house, and Jason shows up with his mask, and that was part 4. And they just like remade the first 4 movies into one. So that was really cool. I didn't like the mine shafts underneath the camp. I didn't like the way over the top, basically pornographic sex scene. Like that
Stupendous.
was totally not necessary. But that being said, it was not the worst remake that has been made. And hello, Reaper's Horror Stories. How are you? I did see you come in. I was busy rambling. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Blood and Beans. It is, it's like Seinfeld. It's the stream about nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time. I cut up all the pizzas and I put them on a platter. So we had like a pizza platter. And I think Shiloh ate like most of an entire pizza by herself. It was good times. It was a lot of fun. That's one thing about the game room. It's a movie theater. It's an arcade. It's a dance club. It's everything, like whatever I need it to be. All I gotta do is basically change the lighting. It's even in my narration booth and my acting stage and whatever. Hello, Furberries. Hello. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Blood and Beans. I lift my coffee to all of you. How is everybody today? How are you all? Shredder's Revenge was the only thing I wanted for Christmas. I didn't ask for anything else. I just wanted my family to have a good Christmas. That was what I wanted the most. And I think everybody did. I said, if you get me something, just all I want is Shredder's Revenge. My wife went out, among other things. Hello, Somber. How are you? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Everybody's filing in.
Good
It's
morning,
great to see so many people.
Continue with your story.
Pockets. Sorry, I will get to how awesome you are. Don't worry. My awesome wife got me a $50 gift card for the Nintendo Switch. And on Christmas Day, they were having all kinds of sales. So I was able to pick up Shredder's Revenge, which is probably the most expensive game that I bought, because everything was the one that was least on sale. I think I got it for like $14 once I turned in coins. Then I picked up the Spyro the Dragon trilogy, so I got all 3 Spyro games.
Yep.
I picked up the BioShock collection, so I got all 3 BioShock games with all the DLC, and apparently I had like $2 or $3 left over, so I picked up Motocross, Moto Racer, whatever it is. It's the sequel to the game that was on the PlayStation 1, and I still have that game on the PlayStation 1, Moto Racer or whatever it is. It's a motorcycle racing game, and I loved it. It was probably my favorite game for the first PlayStation, and when I saw that there was a remake on the Switch on sale for like $2, I picked that up as well.
I was really happy.
No, and a month of Switch Online, so...
Yeah, I was really happy that $50 like went so far, because I thought the game itself was going to be $50. So he got a little bit more out of that. He got a poster, and what else?
New calendar.
Yeah, and he got a new Star Wars calendar.
Good morning, leader. How are you? My Friday the 13th was good. We had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles party in the game room, with all the Turtles games and the first Turtles movie, and then we watched Jason Takes Manhattan, because there was just enough time left over on Friday to do as such. So it was all pizza and chips and party favors, and it was fun. It was a good time. Spent the night of Friday the 13th clearing out a storage unit that belonged to a church and cramming a bunch of chairs, solid oak altars, and boxes of old Bibles into a van to take to a dump. I mean, you didn't keep any of the solid oak altars? Like, what an amazing addition to like Locust Lake.
An
altar. Solid oak altar. Put it up at Locust Lake. Some candles and shit. Fuck yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Souls. My Friday the 13th was disappointing. Jason didn't show up. Poor Zeus. Yeah. Well, I mean, Jason showed up in movie form. And if you've seen the game room, Jason shows up just about every place else, too. It's kind of impossible to look at anything in that room without seeing a hockey mask, Friday the 13th poster, more hockey masks, Jason mannequin. So, good times. Was good times. I mean, I feel that if you like horror and it's Friday the 13th, you should probably watch some Friday the 13th movies, because I don't know about you, but like for me, that's a holiday. And I had to kind of take a knee to this one because I forgot it was Friday the 13th. And I was a little busy on Friday anyway, doing like narrating and stuff like that. Wasn't able to get to it. But man, if I was in better standing and had my ducks in a row and got up early in the morning, I probably would have tried marathoning them all, which would take quite a long time. It would take like 20 hours. Yes, I was guessing Zeus. I didn't want to assume, but yeah, I was assuming that you were Sock Goblin, aka what the fuck, the amazing what the fuck. So I was assuming, but I didn't want to just like come right out and like, you know, start addressing you as Sock Goblin, because I could be wrong. To assume makes an ass out of me, mostly. I mean, if you guys ever need links, I can get you links to all the Friday the 13th movies. You can watch them for free. On a phone, you don't need to subscribe to a streaming service or anything like that. Click the link, watch the movie. So if you guys ever need a link for any of these movies, like, I can get you a link for a movie. No problem. Just about any movie. Or TV show, for that matter. I mean, I love that part of your name. The amazing what the fuck. It's suiting. I don't know. I like it. No, I completely hear you, Somber. Just, I don't know. For me, it'd be hard to like toss out a solid oak altar. Like, no, there must be a way. I must find a way to get this to where I want it and do something cool with it. Because how could I not? I know it is. Yeah, YouTube movies, I don't know, they could go either way. There are some, though, that are really good. I mean, geez, I was posting a ton of movies a couple years back on Halloween. But most of those links were all taken down, so YouTube got wise. The site that I use, and I don't want to name it because I love this site. I don't want them to get in trouble. But the site that I use they're always up. All movies. So and I don't got to download them. I don't got to, find a torrent and whatnot. You can just stream them right off the internet, and it works beautiful. And I can do it on a phone. I can do it on my computer, tablet, whatever. It's cool beans. If the music's too loud, too quiet, please let me know. It's hard to tell on this end.
Sorry.
Two hardened criminals. I mean, if they're taking the Viagra, maybe they were just selling it. It is a very good joke. I like that one. I agree. I agree, leader. That's a very good joke.
That is funny.
Pockets agrees too. So, but yeah, please excuse me, being a little bit tired and space-brained today. Went in the back, tried beating Somber's high score, beat my personal high score, didn't come close to touching Somber. No, it's just, I had music on, some 80s electro synth, and the black lights, and I was jamming on my Galaga machine, and I did a couple of drinks, had a couple drinks, but then I just couldn't beat Somber's score. So, I had a few more, and, yeah, kind of just stayed home and had a little personal party, I guess, yesterday, in the game room. So, little groggy this morning. And so that I do apologize. Huh? I can't imagine why either. Wife's calling me Captain Jack Sparrow. I don't know why. Usually I drink tequila, not rum, but yesterday it was rum. I'm a fan. I do like rum. It's good stuff. For me. I don't condone the whole drinking, but I do. If you're gonna do it, stay home, be safe, don't overdo stuff like that. Drink responsibly. And I try. And for the most part, I feel I succeed. Today, I think I'm going to take a break. I got boys' night on Wednesday with Somber and my buddy Sean. We play Population 1 in VR every Wednesday. Sometimes we play some Mario Kart VR. Thursday's bar night in VR chat.
Any day ending in Y.
So I'm going to probably take a break from things until Wednesday. Today, I'd like to play some Bioshock Infinite in the back if I get a chance, and then maybe do a little bit of writing. I haven't done any writing in a while. I've told you why the tequila is always gone. It's always gone because it evaporates. That's why I have to drink it so fast, because the alcohol keeps disappearing and I have to drink it before it disappears. And when it's gone, that just tells me I didn't drink it fast enough. I mean, yeah, basically. I don't know. Sounds like an excuse, I know, but the game room is hooked up in a way that I got a really amazing sound system back there. Black lights, disco ball, strobe light. Got myself a little mini bar with my shot glasses and stuff. And if I've got nothing else to do and I'm not driving anywhere, I don't have to go anyplace, I'm not entertaining guests, it's kind of nice to be able to just go in the back, turn on the music really loud, throw the disco ball on and some black lighting and some track lighting, and yeah, have a couple drinks and just be me for a little bit. Of course you could talk about your upcoming Discord birthday party. Absolutely, and happy early birthday for Berries. Yeah, I was telling my daughter the other night that out of all the things that I've thought of doing, that I've planned ahead for, and like had an idea for, I don't really know what my best idea is or even what the top 10 are, but that game room's probably, I would say, at least in the top 5. It's got to be in the top 5 of what I'm like of my best ideas ever. Pockets was cool enough to let me get, because I already have the Turtles arcade machine. We had the Turtles one out here in the living room for the longest time, and not last year but the year before, Pockets let me get myself an early, she got me an early anniversary present, basically. She's like, I was looking at TVs for the game room, and she's like, why do you need a TV? She's like, why don't you just get an arcade machine? And I turned around and they had half off on the Miss Pac-Man machines, which came with 10 games. So I had to put that in the game room as well. And the game room was a thing before that arcade machine was the thing before the second one. My middle daughter, she got out of school and moved out of the house. I gave her 3 months in case she needed to move back in. She didn't. And after 3 months, I converted her old bedroom into the game room. All my video game stuff was kind of spread all over the house. A lot of it was in my bedroom. Some of it was out here in the living room. It was kind of all over the place. So I just kind of consolidated everything. All of my Friday the 13th stuff, all my hockey masks, my Jason mannequin, and everything that kind of fit the movie room, arcade room motif. Hung a mini bar on the wall, and like I said, in pockets let me get the second arcade machine, which came with 10 different games on it. So now I got like, I don't know, I got like 20 systems back there, 2 TVs, 2 arcade
29.
machines,
Here.
bookshelf with a bunch of DVDs and Blu-rays on it, and it's all horror stuff.
All in all, we have 29 systems.
And the knickknacks. There's knickknacks all over. That whole room is like one of those seek and find games. It's great. And the sound system I actually got at a flea market for $10. The guy was selling it. Or not flea market, it was garage sale. And the guy was selling it with a whole bunch of other stuff for $10. And it's a good surround system. I mean, it came with, center speaker, front left, front right, back left, back right, and a subwoofer. All with the, the hub itself. So I got that all connected in, and whether it be music or a video game or whatever, I can throw it right on the surround sound. I do not have a Virtua Boy. Now, I did want one back in the day. I've tried one before, and they're okay. But honestly, now that I have an Oculus Quest 2, I would never play the Virtua Boy. It would just sit there. Kind of like the Power Glove. Like, I've always wanted a Power Glove, but it's garbage. You can't really play anything with it. It's just something you put on a shelf to display. And I don't have like a 100% complete collection of NES games or Super Nintendo games or Nintendo 64 games. I have a lot of games, but not like a completionist collection. If I get something, I'm going to play it. I'm going to use it. If I'm not going to use it and I'm not going to play it, I'm probably just not going to get it. So that's probably why I'll never get a Virtua Boy. I've played one. It's just, I probably would never play one again. Because it is pointless. At this point, all a Virtua Boy would make me do is want to play my Oculus Quest. I'd play it for 5 minutes and be like, I have the sudden urge to go play Beat Saber. I have the Power Glove. Yep, it sucks. And I know it does. And would I like one just to like put on a stand and display it? Fuck yeah, man. Absolutely. What a great little addition to the game room. But, I'm not going to go out and spend money on it. I have a Super Scope, but I use the Super Scope. And no, I don't use it every day. I don't even use it every month. But I do use the Super Scope. There's times I'll go in the game room, I just want to have an arcade day. And I'll throw on both arcade machines, and I'll throw on, Terminator 2, the arcade game on my Super Nintendo. Whip out the Super Scope, and I'll, sit there and just play arcade games for like 3-4 hours. Yup, that's Eastwood in the background. Cool. All right, Furberries. I will check it out and see if it is feasible. And either way, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
ISB. Good morning. Happy Sunday. If I sound like I'm chewing on something, it's because Pockets made me eggs. So this is now blood, beans, and eggs.
Better than the batch from yesterday.
Very much better than the batch from yesterday.
Thanks, man.
No, it's okay. You tried. This is much better. Good job.
I took my eyes off the egg.
I'm just giving you a compliment. Vast improvement. So, yeah. Hope everyone's doing... I'm doing okay, ISB. I'm doing a bit of recovering this morning. Had a bit of a party last night. Pockets says that's why she made me eggs. But yeah, not doing too bad. Yes, the egg. Somber and Lilith have tried Pocket's eggs, and if she made them like this, I bet they were very happy.
Somber and
Yeah. Lilith, yeah.
They love my eggs.
Pocket says they loved them, so apparently that's what they said. But
or they were just really hungry. I don't know.
Or they were really hungry. But yeah, no, if she made them like this, then I bet that, they enjoyed. I'm actually kind of glad that they got a chance to come here and try the wife's cooking. And Somber did get the high score on my Galaga game, and it's still sitting at the top place, son of a bitch. But at least I got a cool little Grogu Funko Pop, I think. It's a little Grogu thing in a box. And it's displayed under the adult Yoda thing that Pocket's got from McDonald's. So that's a nice little addition to the game room.
Flea market.
And then, which came from the flea market, but it was a McDonald's toy, yes. And then Somber also gave me, I don't know if you guys remember or not, if some of you have been here that long, the art contest I did a while back for, I believe it was a Locust Lake book, a Locust Lake shirt, and a replica of my mask. I think those were the prizes. Might be wrong about the book and the shirt, but no replica of my mask was with it, and there was a book and there was a shirt. I don't know if you remember or not, but Somber won that art contest. He did a painting of Locust Lake. It was a Locust Lake art contest, and that was the other consolation prize I got for his high score sitting on my Galaga machine. Is I got that painting. When he came here, he ended up giving me that, and I absolutely fucking love it. And it's hung up front and center right behind the TVs in the game room. So
It is.
Somber's high Galaga high score is 173,000 and change. My high score right now, as of last night, is 136,500. So I am closing that gap, but it's going to still take me a while, son of a bitch. I love Sega Facts, absolutely. Hit me with it, Zeus. Oh, it could have came from Taco Bell. All I know, it was in a kids meal thing. Pocket's got it at
It was from Burger King.
Oh, Burger King. She got it at the flea market. She didn't get it at a fast food restaurant. I guess it was like from, way back when the prequels came out. So
Phantom Menace. That one came from.
So, yeah. So it's sitting in the back right on top of Somber's little Grogu thingamajigger that's sitting right on the glass table with, again, that whole table's like a seek and find. There's so many things on it. I don't know. I love it, though. You walk into the game room, and it's an 8x8 room. And, yeah, it's filled up with, TV stands and arcade machines and stuff. But if you have people standing at the arcade machines and sitting down, and, you could, there's two chairs, the bar stool, and then you could fit two people at the arcade machine. You could fit somebody else at the other arcade machine, and you could fit 6 people in that room comfortably, all watching movies, playing games, and having fun. Good times. Yes, Somber Puppet has been to my house, and, well, yes, eventually there was no mask. Funny story, though, when Somber got here, he drove by my house at first, and I watched him drive by real slow. So I ran out the house with my mask on and ran out into the road, like in front of all my neighbors' houses and shit, and I just stood there in the road behind his car. And then apparently he must have saw me in his rear view because he stopped and put it in reverse and, pulled in the driveway to meet me. And then obviously, yes, then at that point I did take my mask off. I was not going to be meeting people with and keeping my mask on for 4 or 5 solid days straight. Somber got here on a Thursday, and then we went to Locust Lake on Friday, and it was Memorial Day weekend, so the party didn't end until Monday. Man, what a time that was. I have pictures. It's great. And if it wasn't for the pictures, we probably wouldn't remember much.
I would.
I have a really good picture of Somber in the Locust Lake bar. He's chugging a beer out of a bottle with his mask on. So like the jaw is open and he's slamming a beer through his mask. It's a good pic. And then I have another picture of Somber at the campground in the Casper Stoical impalement tree. Somber climbed it and was like sitting on one of the branches, all like squatting like Batman. And I got a picture of that as well. Cell service at the lake is not fantastic. It's hit and miss.
I have a hot spot.
Just like the stories. It is hit and miss. Pockets has a hot spot, but that's also dependent on whether or not she has signal. And she does not always have signal. Cuts in and out, so.
Not up there.
She says it doesn't, that she has no problem, but I married her. I've seen problems. It was good times. The Locust Lake Bar, it's run by my brother. Now, Locust Lake is private property. And when I say private property, it is a real place. But when I say private property, it's owned by people. It's not like a campground or anything. Now it's like someone else's property. They own it. It's actually my family. My family. Locust Lake is like where I grew up. In fact, I covered this in the Memory Man videos. It is a real place, but I grew up there. It's my old stomping grounds. My brother built a bar on the lake itself. Like, everybody has their own cabins. They circle like half the lake. Mine is like set back into the woods a little bit on the one side, so it's with everyone's, but it's also separate. But he built built to his cabin. My brother built a bar, and then like this big like 50-foot deck patio with all these walkways going to other patios and decks. It looks like Miyagi though. It's freaking awesome. But the bar, it's probably about 15 feet wide, 20 feet wide, and about 60 feet long. He's got two big Bluetooth speakers in there, tables, chairs, bar stools, and, you know, behind the bar, he's got a fridge that's got, like, all kinds of beer in it. He's got, you know, liquor shelf with all kinds of liquor on it, and then in the back, you go to the right, and, I mean, I don't know, maybe it was for his wedding or whatever, and it's all leftover, but it looks like he went to a beer distributor and bought it. It's just all kinds of beer, all different kinds in cases, just sitting in the back waiting to go into the fridge once the fridge gets low. And, you know, all he really asks, if you have a drink out of it or whatever, just put more into the cash. So put a 6-pack into the fridge, or throw a 12-pack in the back with all the other beers. And that's the fee. Why is there a cat?
It's Leon. She's trying to get around.
Yeah, but she's running over things.
Jabba!
No, she's in the entertainment center.
Oh, there she can sit there.
Sorry, my life has been overtaken by cats. Yeah, babe, just smoke the rest of this one for right now. Great hub for a mystery horror game. I mean, yeah, we could go play Among Us or Murder in real life. I think this Labor Day, there's definitely going to be enough of us. There was enough of us last Labor Day. It's just nice, because, you know, you don't got to pay nothing. Put on some music, and we got there, it was Friday night.
No hitting anybody with rocks.
And I told them Friday night, when we were all in the bar, had the music going, blaring. This is the start. This is a pre-party. We were in there for like 5-6 hours, just pounding brews and doing shots and listening to music and smoking, and it was just a blast. And I did warn them, this is the warm-up. Saturday night, we had a keg. Shawnee, I bought it, but he showed up with it, and then I paid him back for it. Showed up with a half keg of cherry wheat. Half keg of cherry wheat. So Saturday night, we were drinking out of a keg all night long. And then Sunday night, we did something above and beyond that I really don't want to mention on stream. But we had some more party favors, more intense than a keg. And we partied, 5:30 in the morning on Monday. I'm barefoot. It's raining out. I'm walking through the woods with no socks, no shoes. It's pitch black, mud everywhere. And because it's raining, we end up on the deck out in front of the bar at Locust Lake and built a fire in one of the fire pits because it's covered. That whole deck is all covered. It has a roof. The sides are open, but it's got a roof, so it's not... you're not getting rained on. And it's got one of those enclosed fire pits that you can, burn on a deck. So we got the fire pit going, and then I started my brother's flat top grill, and I made us all chicken speedies. And only people that have tried them, it's a very local thing to the southern tier of New York, Locust Lake area. But chicken speedies are amazing. They are phenomenal. I've never met anyone that's ever tried one and didn't instantly fall in love. And 5:30 in the morning, we were all pounding chicken speedies and sitting by the fire, and poor Somber, man. Poor freaking Somber. Somber, after that, it was like 6 a.m., 6:30, almost 7 in the morning. Somber went to bed, I think, for 2 hours. I don't even know if he slept. He left at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning because he had to drive all the way back to the middle of the country from the East Coast. So, it took him, good 13, 14, 15 hours to get there. By the time he got home, he said he had just enough time to shower and go to work on Tuesday. And then he went to work Tuesday, came home Tuesday night, crashed, and woke up Wednesday morning with a hangover. And I think that's absolutely fucking beautiful, because I told the guy we were going to party, and he showed up at my house on Thursday, and he had a hangover the following Wednesday. Is Beat Saber worth the money? Absolutely. It's one of those apps that even if you'll play it for a long time. You'll love it. It's Guitar Hero mixed with Fruit Ninja in VR. So it's like being at a rave and being inside music. It's awesome. And then again, even like after a couple of months, when you don't play it quite as often, it is one of those apps that you always go back to and play. Even if it's years later, you'll still go back and play Beat Saber probably, I don't know, at least once a month if you're playing VR. Yes, and good morning, Lucas Jimenez. I don't know if I said good morning to you when you came in, but I wanted to say hello. I saw you, I was just busy rambling. But it was nice to see you. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping in. And be safe out there, please. Rave Ninja? I mean, I'm pretty sure that was the title to one of the Beat Saber videos that's up on my side channel, my gaming channel. And yes, I have a gaming channel. It's called 8-Bit Sociopath. And I don't always post on there like regularly. Sometimes I'll post 3 videos in a week. Sometimes I won't post anything for a month. But I do have another channel. And I think that's one of the names of one of my videos, is Rave Ninja, because that's exactly what Beat Saber is like. It's a lot of fun. I've had my neighbor come over when I was playing. He was, "Oh, it looks like you were working out." I was like, I'll show you exactly what I was doing. And it was a song that I've already recorded for my side channel. It was a song by Linkin Park. So I threw it on in the game room on the surround sound and put it on the TV so he could see exactly what I was doing while the song was playing and stuff. He's like, "Oh, that looks awesome." Like, yeah. So if you walk in and see me acting like a moron, to me, inside the headset, this is what it looks like. I don't use the mods. My computer is definitely not powerful enough to do mods, and I can't sideload because I'd have to open a developer's account, and I really can't do that at the time being for reasons. So, I just play the stock game. and there's plenty on there with the stock game that you'll have more than fun your first month or two of playing Beat Saber. It's definitely worth what, $20 that it is to get it. Yeah, 100% is worth a $20 bill. That's the great thing about VR. Like, yes, some of the experiences are short, or some of them are like that, where they're like just one-dimensional. And I really wouldn't call Beat Saber one-dimensional. Now there's multiplayer, there's 360 mode, there's all kinds of difficulties. They keep releasing, songs for it that you can buy, or they even have songs they release once in a while for it that are free, and you don't have to pay for. It's just free DLC. For $20, I mean, there's a lot of VR games that are like that. Like Red Matter, the first Red Matter, I think that was a $20 download for me. And yeah, it was like a 2-hour experience to play through, but it's fucking beautiful. I mean, the textures and everything, the story, it's got a really creepy setting, and for $20, what are you going to pay if you go to one of those survival game places where you have an experience of trying to like escape a temple or something, or if you go to like one of those new arcades and you want to play on one of their headsets for 2 hours? How much are you going to pay? You're going to pay more than $20. That for sure. Hands down. So it's that's the thing about VR stuff, is the headset is, I mean, the Oculus still isn't bad priced. I know Facebook loses money on every headset because they cost more to make than what they're selling them for. It's definitely worth the price that they're asking for the headset. And the apps themselves, I mean, they're all worth it. Like, they're all worth the price tag that you pay for them, for sure. I haven't come across an app yet that I regretted downloading. And there's a lot of free stuff too. Like VR Chat is free, and I can't tell you how many hours I'd spent in VR Chat. And that's a free app. Rec Room's free. Big Screen is free. Big Screen's great. You can go to a movie theater. You can go to a movie theater in your house. So, I don't know. Yes, it is very, very much worth the $20 price tag for Beat Saber. Rushy for them. No, they're. I don't think that they would probably enjoy the headset themselves. They would need time with it. I want to, I don't want to get somebody sick. I need to get one to start working out. That's her hair out. That's awesome. I mean, your mom should get one to work out. They're Quest headsets they really are, like Beat Saber and stuff is great for burning calories. I mean, I've played RPGs, even with you playing Zenith or Population 1. Like, you could sit down with a game controller and play Fortnite. That's fine. You're going to burn a lot of calories. But you put on a headset and you're playing Population 1, where you have to like climb buildings and stick out your arm like an airplane to fly and turn around and reload and shoot and duck, and you burn way more calories in a VR headset than you would just like sitting on a couch and using a controller. And don't get me wrong, I still play flat screen games. Yeah, the other night I was playing Shredder's Revenge. Today I'm going to play some BioShock. I do like, a good game controller and a good flat screen game, but VR is different. It's a different experience. I could want to play VR or want to play a game, but usually I don't want to play a game and throw on a VR headset. It's not the same thing. If I want to experience a game, be part of a game, then I'll throw on VR. If I want to just play a game, I'll play my Super Nintendo or my Switch or something. I don't know, but my wife tells me that all the time. What the fuck? Oh, I think the neighbor is here. Might want to tell them I'm live streaming. So, I'm glad you like VR. I know some people get VR and they're not too fond of it because they get sick. And that's because they want to do everything, right? They throw on they get a headset and they want to drive and they want to fly. And you don't want to do that right away. you get sick. You gotta start with like stationary things, then move to something where you can like walk around, where you push a button to walk around. And once you get comfortable doing all that, maybe then you can try something that's like driving or flying. But no, VR can make people sick their first couple experiences, and when that happens, a lot of times people swear off VR. Oh, I can't play it, it makes me sick. And it's because they kind of approached it the wrong way. So yeah, that song's pretty difficult. I'm not like the best Beat Saber player. I play all my stuff on hard. I know Somber plays all his on like Expert or Expert Plus. Somber's, really good at video games. It's kind of hard to keep up with him, and I do keep up with him though. Don't let him fool you. He may be just out in front, like the carrot on the stick, but I'm right behind him. PlayStation VR is, I don't know, I would definitely try it. I know the first PlayStation VR is a little outdated, but it does have a really good library of games, which is cool. The new one looks neat, but you gotta have a PlayStation 5 to get it, and I'm not gonna spend, upward of $1,000 for a PlayStation 5 and a PS VR 2 headset. I'm more than happy just sticking with my Oculus Quest. So when I finally get VR and get to Beat Saber, I'm going to have somebody teach me how to add songs, and I'm putting in Shadows Rising. Well, hopefully you can record that and post that to your channel, Emily. That'd be kind of cool to watch. I can't wait till you actually do get a VR headset. Emily comes and hangs out with us on bar nights on Thursdays, which is kind of awesome. Just saying, Emily's great. Even if there's nobody else online, Emily's still cool enough to hang out with me. And Thursdays after a few shots, I'm sure that I can be a little bit annoying. So Emily, you're awesome. Thank you for being my friend. Really can't wait for Emily to get VR. It's gonna be great. Yeah, Shawnee knows how to do it. And again, I could probably figure it out, and I think my computer could handle a side load. It's just I can't open a developer account because my Oculus account is linked to my Facebook account, and my Facebook account is, Sabian Lockhart. It's not my real name, and if Facebook catches wind of that, they'll be pissed off. They'll delete my account, and then I won't have access to any of my games. So I try to not sideload. I just want to use the Quest, standalone. I've got a lot of apps downloaded on it. I probably have, close to $500 of virtual reality applications on my headset. I've got so many games. And I have the big, 256 gigabyte Quest 2 headset, the one with the, double storage space, and I have over 200 gigs filled. So the headset's it's getting full. No, you're awesome, Emily, but I do thank you. I'm searching for my reason, my mind. I'm quickly running out of time. Don't say when the dark one fades. Huh? Is it a song? It seems like a song. I am really glad though that you like your headset, ISB. If you have VR chat, you should come hang out with us on Thursdays. Every single Thursday, we all get together for what I call bar night. Not everybody drinks. Emily doesn't drink. Lilith typically doesn't drink. And sometimes people do, and sometimes people don't. I do. It's bar night. I like to have a couple drinks for bar night. Somber will have a couple drinks with me. Shawnee will have a couple drinks with me. But not everybody that goes drinks. So, if you want to show up, drinking is not required. You just have to friend me on VR chat, and I would have to send you my VR chat name, which is Aishalin002, space, and then 4 numbers. And I don't know what those 4 numbers are. So you'd have to message me either Facebook, Twitter, or Discord. And once you log into VR chat, I will give you my username. You can send me a friend request, and then I'll invite you to the room. I'm streaming. Can you wait 10 minutes? Thank you. So if that's something that you want to do, like I said, we usually have a couple drinks. We'll play drinking games, even for those that aren't drinking. They'll drink water or whatever and do whatever floats their boat. We'll sit around, spin a wheel, roll dice, and then usually we go hop over into murder and we kill each other. It's like Among Us, but somebody also gets to play detective and try and shoot the murderer, and it's great, man. The jokes, it's just fun. It's just fun. That's why I post all those pictures every single week. Last week it was just me, Shawnee, and Emily. Somber was there, but his headset died. So the end of bar night was just me, Shawnee, and Emily. And we spent like the last half an hour flying around on dragons. And I was drinking rum while flying a dragon. And it was fun. Yep, usually 6:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So New York City time. 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. on Thursdays. Yeah, I don't know Gary's Mod Murder, but I do know Murder in VR, and it's beautiful. It's fun. They change it for Christmas time with Christmas trees and presents and eggnog, and I don't know. It's great. It's great to just hang out with like 7 or 8 friends, have drinks, tell jokes and stories, and laugh, and run around, and one person's trying to deceive people in a game, and it doesn't matter if you win, you lose. It's just the whole point of hanging out with everyone. And VR chat's a great place for doing this. Like, there's been times where we just hung out in Moe's bar. You know, no game, no music playing, nothing, just hanging out in Moe's Tavern, drinking, telling stories, jokes. It's great. But yeah, if you have a VR headset, or even if you don't, and you have a computer that's capable of handling VR chat, please join us. We'd be very happy to have you for bar night on Wednesday. It'd be a lot of fun. So, I hear you, and you know, not everybody likes to go into VR to play games, but the games we play are, I wouldn't even call them they're games, but in the loosest sense of the word. We don't really care who wins, who loses. Sometimes we won't even play the game. We'll just run around and look for clues, and hey, everybody come meet outside so I can finish this story. And then somebody picks up a knife and starts killing everyone, and it's hilarious. It's great. And then when the game is over, you all meet in the lobby again, and, you know, tell more stories, clink drinks, and talk about, you know, fun things. And it is a good escape, you know, every Thursday. It's nice. Pockets was trying to get me to have a friend for years, because I don't really have friends in real life. The friends I do have in real life don't even live in this state. So I'm not a big fan of going out and just trying to find a friend to go hang out with, because most of the time people suck. But this has been great. Like, VR headsets are perfect for that, because I get to hang out with my friends and it doesn't matter where they live. And really, for a good 3 hours of me throwing, and I mean longer than that, because I'll go in the game room first. I usually, bar night is 6:30 to 9:30. I usually start, that's cold. Cold draft coming from the door. Bar night is 6:30 to 9:30, but I start 4:30. So at 4:30 in the afternoon, I'll go in the game room, I'll put on my disco ball and the strobe light and the black lights, and I'll throw on music really loud, and I'll have a couple drinks, and I'll dance, and I'll sing, and it's great. And then by 6:30, I'm feeling great, and then I put on my headset, and I log into VR chat, and hang out with everyone for another 3 hours. So, and then when it's all said and done, I mean, if I had friends in real life, I'd have to drive home, or take an Uber or figure out something else, and that's
Hitchhike.
not fun. In VR, like, I can just take my headset off. Now I'm home. It's
I rather
great.
do that because it's safer, and Ubers you really can't count on anymore because they'll rob you.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to download Steam, and it doesn't take long to download VR Chat. It's pretty quick. And it's all free. Steam, VR Chat, even on a headset, a VR headset, like, the Oculus Quest, it's free. You just download it, open an account, and play. So, it's good times. So if you can join us, it'd be great. Love to have you. If you're not able, I do understand. Not everybody is able to join. Time zones and schedules and computer equipment, and I get all that.
Computer equipment.
But very much encouraged, because we always have a pretty good time. At least I do. So, very much look forward to seeing all my friends again this coming Thursday. I do want to let you all know, though, I am going to end the stream in about 4 minutes, so I didn't want to blindside you. That's the 4-minute warning that you're getting today. So just be prepared. Internet. I want to speak downloads. I'm reading comments.
Oh, I thought you were asking.
I want to try and download Steam and then VR Chat, but I want to know when you are all there so I can get the invite right away. 6:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. That's typically when we go online. You just have to send me a text message, DM me something, asking for my name, and I will give you my name, because it'll be right there in front of me, and I'll be able to tell you. And then I would be happy to do so. And then I'll send you an invite, you join us, and we party. On New Year's Eve, we go to a club.
Yep.
It's fun. I go clubbing on New Year's Eve, and I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to drive. There's nothing dangerous. It's a great time. Man, this past New Year's was a fucking blast. Oh, it's so much fun. So much fun. Coffee's fantastic. It walks you through it, Dog Lover. It doesn't, Wolf Lover. It doesn't give you, it doesn't like just, here you go, figure it out. Like, there is a tutorial. It shows you how to use everything, and it's super easy. It's point and click, and walk forward, side to side, stuff like that. Super, super easy. So, but again, if you want to, you can. Try it, you can. You don't have to. I do understand. It's not for everybody. But it is very, very easy to download. It's very, very easy to use. And it's all very, very free. So, yeah.
Bless you.
ISB, do I still have your email address? I don't know if I do. But I think you have mine. And I might. If it's in my email, I could always search for it. But if you want, send me an email. I'll throw you an email right here. Lynn002 at gmail.com. That's my email address. So, if you want to just go ahead and send me an email to that address, I'll be happy to read it. And yeah. So, it's good times. And yes, lover of wolves, I would recommend not trying to download VR Chat and use it right when you want to join us, because you're going to fumble. I would download it early, see if you can get it to work, and then figure it out, get used to it, and then once you're used to it, then send me a message and whatnot. It'll be a lot easier than just downloading it that minute, opening it up, and okay, where do I go? Yeah, don't do that. That is a bad way to approach VR chat. So. Oh, and yeah, they just send the story ISB right to that email. I will happily look it over. So, on that note, it has been an hour. My throat is getting a bit sore. How do you get used to it? Learn to use it. Once you're comfortable with like right now, you don't know how, and you're all nervous. Come on, microphone. Okay, sorry. So anyways, to answer your question, how you get used to it is basically when you can log in and like right now, I don't know how much of this you caught, so I'll just say it again. Like right now, like how you're nervous about using it. Like, because I'm nervous, I don't know how to use it. When you're able to log in and not be nervous about using it because you know how to use it, when you're not nervous to log into VR chat anymore, that's what I mean by getting used to it. When you're at that point, where you're not nervous to load it up, then send me a message and I will invite you to the room. So, alright, now that I was able to spit that out again, I am going to end the stream right there because my throat is killing me. And I'm going to finish my coffee and probably take a shower and maybe play some BioShock before I do a little bit of writing. So I do have a Memory Man update. There has been some developments, and I wanted to get it written last week, and I just didn't get to it. So this week I'm gonna had job interviews and stuff like that last week. Was a little busy. So yeah, love you all. Thank you so very much for coming. Very much happy Sunday, happy Blood and Beans. Thank God I was able to get coffee today. I haven't had coffee in 2 weeks. 2 weeks in bean juice of the gods. I never thought coffee would taste so good, but don't drink coffee for 2 weeks and then have a cup of black coffee and so great. So great. Thank you all so much for coming back in. Yes, BioShock's going to be... I've been playing Infinite, and I like BioShock Infinite a lot. So I kind of want to get back into it, play at least a little bit more of it today. But yes, love you too. Peace out. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, I will see you this coming Saturday, hopefully, for Police Brutality Part 2, which is done. I just have to get it uploaded, and then I'll get the premiere page up, which I will also probably do today. So, love you all. Somber, I'll send you Confronting Evil Part 5 for lines. I'm going to need them by this coming Friday. I'll do that right after the stream. So, and I'll send it out to everybody else in the cast as well, because there's a few of you. Love you all. See you soon. Be safe. Stay creepy. Bye-bye.